What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And today we have a really special guest in the building. Listen, you've seen this man on stages right across the globe when it comes to selecting music. You've seen him in the clash arena and you've seen him in the juggling arena. He used to play one of the baddest songs out of the USA, and then he left and went on his own. You know, we have in the building today, we have NASHEEN FIRE, loud out, bust the crowd, the fire lord in the building today. What's going on, big boss?
Yo, bless up, Muscle. Bless up, Happy New Year. You don't know. Correction. The biggest sound in the United States. Innocent. Yeah.
Okay, okay, so you know what? You're going to have to prove that as we go on in this conversation, but we'll get it down there as we go. You understand? Yeah. All right. So first of all, welcome and thank you for joining us here on the Entertainment Report podcast today.
Respect, King. Respect every time. Respect to all the people, all the fans all over.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a very interesting conversation because, as I said, somebody like you, I've known, traveled the world to play sound, whether it's juggling, clash, backing with an artist, all type of stuff. So your journey in this business is going to be very interesting. So I know, even starting from the top, you were actually born in Brooklyn.
Yeah, born in Brooklyn, New York, October the 9th, 1979.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're getting specifics today.
Yeah, 1979. I was born when I was born, my family was currently living in the era of 90s. If you hear Vybz Kartel talk about this man from 90s, that is the era I was born in. That's where I grew up, you know. Then we moved over to East Flatbush side.
Mm-hmm. Got you. And coming up in Brooklyn now, what type of child were you back then?
I was basically younger, more of a family-orientated child. It was me, my two sisters, which I'm 43, my sister's 44, my other sister's 45, so we're 1 year apart. Mm-hmm. We have a little brother. He's 8 years younger than us. He has a different father. Me and my sisters have the same father. Mm-hmm. Growing up in New York at that age, it was good. It had its challenges, you know. My father died when I was 3 years old. He got killed in Brooklyn. So, it was basically single mom, with fear mother, which is my grandmother, raising the four of we. So my mother was an RN nurse, and she used to always have to be working 4 or 5 days a week, away. You know what I'm saying? Because those jobs was like 4 nights straight, 5 nights straight. So, the typical... You grew up in the inner city of Brooklyn, you're growing your family, but at the same time, you're learning stuff from the streets too. So it was basically, I wouldn't complain about it. It was hard. It's not like I say it was rich. Mm-hmm. It's not like I say we'd have money. It's not like I say we'd have everything we wanted, but we'd have just enough. You know what I'm saying? And we was all right with that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you 100%. And even you, what do you think you were going to get into? Because as you said, you've seen your mom working, your father had died, you see the streets, you see inside also. What did you think you were going to get into? A lawyer, a doctor, get into the streets? Where did you think you were going to go?
Well, initially, before the whole music thing entered my life, as a youth, I didn't really want to play basketball. Mm. And I was playing it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it never really manifested because at a younger age, sometimes, the life struggles. Your mother had to send you away to Jamaica for a couple of years to go live with your family, them down there. Then you had to come back, and then she did send me down there to go live again. So it never manifested to be a basketball player. Mm-hmm. But that's what I really wanted to do before music came along.
Was basketball. So when did you actually start to realize music, or did you hear like an artist? Did you see somebody playing song? You seen records? Where did you start paying attention to music?
Well, actually, music is always, I feel that music is always a part of any Caribbean household as when you're a youth, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because growing up as a youth in Brooklyn, even when we used to have to clean the house on the weekends before we have to go outside, because it's not like these kids nowadays. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, if you think you want to go outside on the weekend, you have to clean the house and them something there. You understand? and your mother play some type of music in the house, whether it's Dennis Brown or it's Sugar Minott or it's a Studio One. You know, you hearing these music as a youth, you're probably not fond of it, but you're hearing it so much, it becomes a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? So you just hear the music, until you start get a little bit older now, and you start seeing like, you know, video cassettes and stuff like that, you know, with stage shows, and you start recognizing, you know. So my mother used to always play like Dennis Brown and a lot of Sugar Minott and a lot of like Gregory Isaacs and stuff like that. And then now, as you start get older in Brooklyn and you start trotting the streets, like going to school, and you start getting up into age as a teenager, you start interacting with other, you know, people that's Caribbean, you know what I mean? And then you start get exposed to the streets, you know what I mean? Then, fast forward, you start linking up with the people, I mean, at the era. So they had like an area sound,
Okay.
you know, which was called Scavenger 357 in a Brooklyn. And, you know, me used to live on 35th between Beverly and Tilden in Brooklyn. And they was like a right around the corner on the next block. So at a young age, you know, me and my friend, them used to sneak out and go around there. And when them play the music in the basement, we did as a youth, just watch them. You know what I mean? Then like, you know, probably like 2 years later after that, we start going to like hooky parties, like, you know, skipping school. And we go to basement parties in the day. And there was this particular place in Brooklyn on 32nd Avenue between Church Avenue and Snyder, where they used to keep basement parties right through the week. We used to skip school and go to basement parties, but I never used to go to basement parties for like Look Girl or anything like that. We used to go there because the song we had play was Charger 357 and DJ X-Man.
Okay.
And them used to give me, you know what I'm saying, insights on how to play music, take out the record, them out of the record box, and, you know, put the record on the turntable. So I just said start from, you know, 32nd Avenue, DJ Charger and DJ Charger 357 and DJ X1. That's how it started at. Probably like, I would say like 12, 13 years old.
That's when you decided to start playing around and looking around at music and stuff like that.
Yes.
So
I wasn't exposed to no big sounds yet. I didn't even know that world existed yet. It just was like an area thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then at this time, so you're still wanting to play ball and you're still fooling around with music at this time, at the same time here.
No, at this time I didn't have no interest in playing ball no more.
Yeah.
You know, I got so
music took over.
fascinated. Yeah, I got so fascinated with the two Technique turntables and, you know, the record crates and the records, and, you know, just even a man I touched the bass keep, and I just got fascinated with all those things. That alone me I focused on at the time.
At that time there. And you said growing up, you spent some time in Jamaica too. Was this before you started to know the song, or this was after you started to notice the song?
Yeah, before I started to know the song, probably when I was like probably 7 or 8, my mother did send me and my sister for go live at Jamaica with my auntie, you know, which is my grandaunt, you know, that's my grandfather's sister. And I was like 7, you know what I'm saying, 6 or 7. I was stay like 2 years down there. Them time, music never did the power mind at the time. You understand me? Yeah. But fast forward, when I come back to America, and then I get up in my teenager years after I start falling up in music, you know, she ended up sending me to go to Jamaica. But there's enough to tell before we get to that part there, right?
Yeah. Okay. So then you're now here, you're fooling around with the song and you're in the streets and stuff less at the exact same time. So then when did you start to take it a bit more serious at this point here?
They used to keep block parties in New York. If you live on a block in the summertime, they keep like a block party. They block off the two ends of the block. You have to take off all the cars off the block, and they keep like a party on the block for that day. You know what I'm saying? So when through a block party, them used to forward around. It so happens to be that I was living on a block that was a gold mine to reggae music and dancehall, and me never know at a young age. Because at the end of our block, there was a studio with a man who run the studio. His name was Rory Irie. And in that studio, Supercat, Ninja Man, Louis Rankin, Mikey Jarrett, Nicodemus, Junior Demus, Trevor Sparks, you know, all them names you can think about that was running music back in those days used to come to that studio and vice dub plates. Now, Roddy's nephew, you know, which was my best friend at the time, his name was Dia. That's my best friend. And me and him used to party. So we used to just go over the studio, go in at the basement when the artists them used to come, the super cats and all of them a vice dub plate. We are little youth. We now know say them money a star. Since me get bigger, me realize as a youth, I used to dare on some star. You understand what I say?
You're looking back and say, hold on, it was
yes,
that's who was there.
Exactly. So the man Roddy used to have a sound system too. He used to have a sound system.
Okay.
So at the black parties, they used to use Roddy's sound system for the black, you know? And we used to get to a little tryout pan the black, pan the sound system. Me and my friend named Ben, we come from England, but he lived on the black. So eventually me and Ben decided that we're going to build a sound for ourselves. You understand me? No, it was no big sound or nothing like that, because we are little youth, we are teenager. So him did have a component set. Them time, the component set have all in one. Turntable on the top, cassette deck on the bottom, everything in the component set. So him have one of them there. No, me have one of them there. Not mine, this is my mother's. You understand me? and him used to have a turntable in the yard. So him have the regular turntable and me have the component set. We put together by a mixer, and put the two of them together. That's the first start out pan. There was no picture or nothing pan them thing there, because we wasn't exposed to the big sound world yet to know, say, we have to get two Technique or two Gemini, we have pitch and we just work with that.
You just want something that could actually play music.
Yes. Yes. So every little money we get in a them time, that every little money we get from our uncle or anybody we get money from as a youth, we now buy foolishness with it. We have got a record store, Superpower, on Church Avenue. We used to got Superpower and buy records, you know what I'm saying? 45, 12-inch, whatever it was. And that's it really start. No, we wasn't really going out at this time. We wasn't going to no dance or not. Wasn't exposed to none of that. We were just doing things in our area. You know what I mean?
And what was the name of the song at that time there?
Young Force.
Young Force.
Yeah.
And what was your name on the song at that time there?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Because I was so young, man. I was like 13, 14, man. You know what I'm saying?
So I guess you were doing that for a while?
Yeah, not for a while. Probably like a 1 year or 2 year. And then me and my friend Dia, we start get more exposed to the streets and we start sneak out our house now. Forgot a real dance hall then. And Ben parents, them was British and them did kind of strict. So him couldn't really do that. So the sound system thing with me and him did kind of fade. Because we start get more into the streets and him couldn't really be into the streets. So it was a conflict of interest right there. So you understand? So me and my next virgin Dia now, we start sneak out now. We start go some basement party and we start go the Starlight Ballroom them. We start go Caribbean Dome. We start sneak out and we start go build more. We are little youth. We are 14, 30, 14. We are go to them places like early in the day, like around 8, 9 o'clock when the sun are go in.
Yeah.
Because we are going with the sun, so them can't. Them now let me in the night. May I tell you that right now? Yeah, and we in there from 9 o'clock and we now left to the dance done. And we are getting a trouble going home, but we don't care. You know what I mean? Yeah. But back in them days, it was just to be around the sun. Like when we go out and sneak out our house for these events, we are stand up anywhere near the sound system, because that we are watch the whole night. We know it's more girl. I was even drinking or nothing yet at the time. But that's
just
weed.
The song.
Yes, and of that me I deal with. So we start, we start get in touch with, okay, this is a bigger world out here than just what we see. So we start by cassette now. We start by the cassette them now, and then we start listening to songs from Jamaica and all. But the first song me listened from Jamaica was StoneLove.
Okay.
Rory was the first official big name where me know about in a sound system, and I say, that me want to do. You understand what I said to you? Yeah, so that's what they did from right there. So.
Yeah, so it was Rory. And why was it Rory that stuck out in your mind where you remembered, okay, this man in particular?
Because when we got the cassette and your puppy in the cassette and you're listening to Rory, his sound and how he was talking, it was so unique, reaching out inside the music and think, soooo, them thing that you say, you know what I mean? You see me out there? So it was so unique. And I say, oh, this man, you never see me today, just hear him from cassette.
Mm-hmm.
The first time you get to see Rory, you know, it's like a good 4 or 5 years after listening to him on cassette.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first time you ever get to see him in a bit more, and it was like, me see God. Remember me tell you, because back in them days that I'm in Rory, I wear big gold chain and linen suit and with him cool hair, and the man look like superstar. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Rory was the first one.
When you were, because even when I listened to earlier StoneLove back then, when you would hear StoneLove, to me, it wasn't even like, it didn't even sound like a dance. It almost sounded like a production or something totally different. Like, what is this, boss? To the way how they would play and they would do the sound effects and what Rory said, it sounded out of this world at that time.
But really and truly, that was the reason why StoneLove have such a big household name for so many years in the sound system culture. In a culture too that is kind of like fading, StoneLove is like, if you're going to say something about a sound system culture, who can represent it on a international, StoneLove name is going to forward first, because the reason why them sound like that when you say you hear them, or when me hear them, because playing StoneLove back in those days, and I think even in these days, you had to play StoneLove in a certain type of way. You know, it's rules to play StoneLove. Like anybody, you know, everybody know this. You know what I'm saying? If we pull card for I have to play StoneLove. You can't go play StoneLove like you would play a freelance song, like, you know what I mean? Because StoneLove, nothing, no bad word can't curse on it. You know what I mean? Bad word can't be in the dub plate them. You know what I mean? So you can't play, you have to play the edit version of certain music. You know what I'm saying? So it's appealing to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
It's a standard that they have.
The standard. So that's why it's always like that. You know what I mean? Big up StoneLove, big up Weepo, you know, legendary people in the game where if it wasn't for them, you know, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So then you're sneaking out, you're going to the Biltmore, the Starlights, the Caribbean Dome, you're listening to StoneLove and all this. But then you said your little song that you had with your brethren, that kind of mashup, because you can't really do roll. So what was your next move now? Did you still keep going to dance, or did you try to actually get back into the sound business again?
Well, for a while, we was just chilling. We was just going to events and going to dances. We know we was focusing on us, like, you know, at the time, I didn't know that at the time, but now we get older, we can say, at the time, we were just focusing more on the culture and really seeing how the culture is, you know what I'm saying? So we was more going out and sneaking out and listening to the sounds from Brooklyn. Before we even hear about the sound of Jamaica, true heroes was the Brooklyn sounds, you know, the Stereosonics, the Spectrums, you know, the Afriques, the LPs, the Earth Rulers, you know, King Addies was just my personal favorite sound. We soon get to that, you know what I mean? And, you know, all those from the Thunderbolts, you know what I mean? The Baby Wayne movement, you know what I mean? You know, all the songs, you know, the Magnum 357, the songs from Brooklyn, those songs were our heroes at the time. Because, you know, we've seen those, so we're going out and we're seeing them, you know, the Megatones, the Black Steel 4x4s, you know, all the Brooklyn songs, you know what I'm saying? And then now, when we start get the cassette them, and start buy the cassette them is when we start listening to the StoneLove them first, you know what I mean? And after StoneLove, we start listening like Bodyguard, you know, Inner City, you know, then we start, when as the years them start progress, you know, BS Odyssey, and then here comes Addies to our radar. Addies was our, like, sound system world. There was no sound bigger than Addies to we. I think every youth from Brooklyn growing up in those days can attest to this. Addies was our sound. You know, we never know about no Jaro. Me never know about Jaro until 1995, April 22nd. You know, me never forget that day the car. That is when my mother did send me to Jamaica to go live. And me sneak out of my uncle yard and me go to dance as a little youth. And me never hear about Killerman again.
You see that part, because I want to go into that part there, because that's part of your Jamaica trip. So we're not there yet.
All right.
Addies is where we're at now, because even with, like, say, a song like Addies, what was it that was so special about Addies? Because as you said, there was Spectrum, there was Stereosonic, there's LP Earth Ruler. What was it about them?
All right. So boom now, Roddy, the studio upon the block. Seeing? Beer Sound used to come down and vice them dub plate. So one day we didn't know, me and my virgin there and me see one little light skin, you know, just start growing locks them at the time. Rasta come around there with this little attitude and him in a linen suit and him clean, and when him come around there, the aura in the whole studio just change, and it's like him a the man. So him there and him a voice, him dub plate and him a voice, everybody him just a voice and him a cut song when him voice a Jamaica, when him just voice. So I said, which sound this song? I listen and it just say Addies. That's what I say, you know, then my brother say, no, that King Addies, that I'm not King Addies, I'm not hear about them. You know what I mean? So the first time we go out to go see them play, a Babyface and Danny Jella play the song, them time the Matterhorn and come to New York. You see me?
Yeah.
And it's just, when them they turn on, brother, the way all the people them just did a react and the way all them dub play them just did a roll, and it's just like they could play every single song you think about in your brain. They could play God and Jesus and the 12 disciples. So I'm like, yo, who is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from there, some I say, yo, Addies are my sound. You understand me? And we are listening to Addies, you know, anywhere Addies go, you know, and that's how we there. Until here comes Matterhorn now. When Matterhorn come, for Addies, and that's how me know, say, I'm going to play music.
At there with Matterhorn, because now remember, Face is like a bigger man for you at this time here.
Big up Tony Matterhorn and big up Babyface. Them, I'm a road man, I'm an idol. Babyface and Tony Matterhorn, them I'm an idol, them in the music. So big them up, same way.
For sure, because even, as I say now with Matterhorn is now the younger youth, but he came with a different type of swag. He came with the charisma. Face had the badness, but before Matterhorn came on the sound, and we used to go listen to Addies style was more of a rubber dub, you know what I'm saying? Badman style, you know what I mean? Boyish type
of thing, you know what I mean? Which that was the style at the time, you know what I'm saying? But when Matterhorn came, he came and changed the whole game, and even how people, MCs was talking on the microphone and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Him come change it and put a little flair, you know what I'm saying, to it, you know what I'm saying? And him and Babyface was like, there was like the Mark and Squingy of America, like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. The Johnny and Lynx, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes. Johnny and Lynx, you know, Lenny and Glamour G, them type of company, you see me?
Those combos there. So then now Matterhorn came, put the fire, because as I was showing you, Matterhorn came with the real charisma with the badness Buckeye. You know what I mean? So then that's what kind of changed. Give me a bandstand, chat bout. That was Matterhorn style. He invented. I got my friends in here, son. He invented those type of.
He invented a lot of trends, you know, in the MC style of the dancehall sound system culture. Matterhorn, I can't say Matterhorn is the first to do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that is true.
For sure. So then now you see the two of them taking on road. And what was it about Matterhorn that you seen that said, holy shit, this guy is wicked?
I guess it was just his charisma, you know what I'm saying, around the sound. You know, people did have, you know, Addies as the, you know, the gangster sound, but Matterhorn kind of made it where it could have been acceptable, you know, in any venue, in any area, you know what I'm saying, any type of situation. It was accepted, you know what I'm saying? And it was basically like his charisma, you know, or him play around the sound and can crack jokes, but it would still be serious. You know what I mean? The humor and something. Yeah, man, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they're on the road doing their thing. So then now you said, this is what you want to do. So then did you try to join another song? Or were you going back to build your song? What did you do now? Now that you've seen
so I didn't really join the song yet until, so we was going out a lot. At this time, I'm still a teenager. I'm sneaking out way more than I'm supposed to be. But mother keep on wanting me, yo, stop sneak out. You know, I know why you got dancehall. You're too young. You know, your father got shot, you know, surrounding, you know, those type of people. And you know, the whole thing growing up, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't listen. And then, the last event I went to in New York City was when Bounty Killer first came to New York. And being a fan of Addies, you have to be a fan of Bounty Killer in New York. He just comes with the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? And it was his first time coming to New York City. And I think that was 94 or something like that. And I sneak out and got the dance and she didn't want me enough to go. And I sneak out and go. And me and my sister them. And we come back now. Like I think 2 days after she'd buy a ticket for me, my grandmother, and my little brother. And she sent me to Jamaica without no warning.
Yeah. And this is the second time now.
Yeah, so I got Jamaica now. This is a 2-year stay at Jamaica. And when me there at Jamaica this time now, up in my age, me have more knowledge of certain things. So when me I go to school and me I take bus go to school, me I go up a halfway chief to go check Jack Sower. I go buy cassette from Jack Sower. You know, as a teenager, all my lunch money them that me I see to go buy. So you buy these cassettes now, me I hear all these dances of the sound them across the island. The 4x4s, the pieces, the Exodus Nucleus, the Travelers, you know, and just them type of sound, them still never get a jar up on my radar. So once you say me go to Jamaica now, but they are Jamaica for about 4 months, and then me go to school and then me start to see a flyer up on the board, them everywhere you go, you know, see the board them with the flyer, them start to see a flyer, Addies versus Kilimanjaro. So me as a Brooklyn youth now, my mother sent me to Jamaica to go live, and you know, me not in touch with none of my Brooklyn friends them, you know. My first Brooklyn girlfriend, my mother mash up that, me vex. So me want to get revenge, but I forgot something. I forgot something where I go relate to me. So I say, yeah, me I got this dance. Addies, Matterhorn and Bombaka, Babyface I come to Jamaica and me there. Me no business where my uncle said me I go. You understand me? So them time me I live at Red Hills, up in the hills with my uncle. You know, my uncle a politician, and he was more of a disciplined man. And you know, he was a politician, and them not really too, the people of the uptown stature in Jamaica, them not really too, you know, the reggae and the dancehall thing, you know? So them think they couldn't play in them house and all them something, but my mother, they send me a Walkman from Jamaica, so me I listen to my dancehall from my Walkman every day. You understand me? So, I make up a decision and say me I go sneak out for God this Addies dance from Red Hills. If you know about Jamaica, Red Hills is up in the hills. We used to love a place called Belvedere, where you have to, it's up in the hill. So you would have to actually get down half of the hill and then catch transportation from the bottom of the hill. Sorry, you know, why for that? From the foot of the hill, you see me? And when you find a transportation from the foot of the hill, you have to take a transportation to wherever you're going. So you have to find transportation from up in at the top of the hill to the foot of the hill and find more transportation. This dance was keeping at Portmore Entertainment Center. Portmore is across the bridge, way far from Red Hills. So me as a teenager in Jamaica, and I have to make up my mind and say, yo, me I gotta dance here. So me I study the bus route them now for like 2 months. Pre to the dance. Me I study the bus route them and say, yeah, me I have to reach. Yeah, so that evening then I make up my mind and I tell my cousin, say, yo, I'm gonna sneak out, I gotta dance. My cousin I try to convince me, I say, yo, don't do it. Because my father now got proof of this. When you come back, I'll get in trouble. Ray. I say, yeah, but probably I'll get in trouble when I can't miss this.
I have to
you
go.
Me? So, you know, I left out, I start the trad from about a good 7 o'clock in the evening, because them time the dance I keep, them big dance have such big element. It turn on from about 9 o'clock, you know, 10 o'clock, you know. Because when we reach at the venue about 9 o'clock, around 9:30, Jara turn on, you know. And this is the first time I hear Kilimanjaro. I say, yo, which sound this?
Yeah.
So the Addies never reached the dance yet still. So me I tell my brother who me there with me, I say, yo, wait till the Addies them, wait till the Babyface I'm at reach. This whoever this is are dead. Yo, brother, all me know, a ball me nearly ball in another dance. Like I force me I see I hear about a thing when you're Ricky Trooper. You see me? Remember me tell you.
What else do you remember about this? Because this is one of the biggest clashes in history, and you being there live, even if you didn't 100% understand what was going on, what do you personally remember about that dancer?
Me give Kilimanjaro the first 2.5 rounds of the dance, but then as a youth. And at the first me I hear them, but the way old Jaro they have the place, me start fret, but Addies was starting to come back in the dance, but a fight happened in the dance because speaker box get dragged down on them something. Me see that with my own eye. You understand me? Yeah. So basically, Jaro they get a little edge over Addies to me, a little bit. You know what I mean? But my most memorable moment of that dancer was majority of the artists them who me used to hear about growing up in New York as a youth and thing, everybody was in that fuck. Everybody who you can think about who was somebody, you know, contributing to dancehall at the time, as a selector, soundman, and artist, was in that dance.
Legendary,
yeah, man. Legendary dance, man.
Because with that dance there, what a lot of people don't realize, it's like if Addies had won that dance, Addies would have been the baddest song in Jamaica that's not from Jamaica. Because remember, they had rubbed out everything, you know, boss.
Yeah, man.
Jaro was the final boss. This is the final boss. If you beat him, you control Jamaica, and they could.
There was on a killing spree. Jamaica was not going to make that happen.
No way.
Yeah, they was on a killing spree. So after that dance, I know, you know, me go back home now to face the judgment. Me and my uncle end up a kick off or fight and them something, and him call my mother and tell my mother, say, I can't stay at Jamaica no more, but rare. So I end up come back to America. When I came back to America though, I didn't come straight to New York.
Okay.
You know, she didn't want me to come back to New York. She didn't want us. She moved to Florida at the time. She and my sister, they moved on to Florida. Me and my grandmother and my little brother moved straight to Florida. So we all moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, now we did there for like couple months. I couldn't adapt. I had a hard time adapting because moving from a city like New York City to Florida, Fort Lauderdale is a big change. You know what I mean? And I couldn't adapt, so I got mad. Because my virgin now, Super Slick from Super Do Sound at the time, tell him to buy me a ticket. I come back to New York to come play music. I was like 16 at the time, I think. 16, yeah. You know, and buy a ticket. My mother did go work, you know, I sneak away. Got the airport on my own, fly to New York on my own without her even knowing none of this.
Yeah.
You know, but just so determined to play music. You see me? Go back to New York, I play Super Do, I play a couple dance. But my day in New York, and it's like, when I reach back to New York this time, I start experience, or what I say, endeavor in some bad company.
Okay.
Street life. You understand me? I said to you? So I end up I get catch with a gun. When I get catch with a gun now, I end up I forgot Rikers for like 4 days. When I there Rikers, I said to myself, so you can't do your stuff, you can't do New York, you end up there jail or you get killed because you play music but you still do the street life. You can't do the two of them. You see me? So I end up there in New York for about 3 months. But just buy a ticket and come back home.
Okay.
To Florida. When I come back home to Florida now, my mother got diagnosed with cancer like the following month. When she get diagnosed with cancer the following month, she started to deteriorate and end up dying within 9 months.
Freak.
So all of this started. So you can, you know, the chain reaction of everything happening so fast. You know what I mean? I just stop thinking about music. After she died, I stopped thinking about music for about a good 3 years.
Okay.
Now I'm fully in the street now at Florida. I part with some Yankee Americans that in the street because I'm so fed up and so mad that my mother dead. And you see me, I say, nothing, I do no music thing. You understand me?
It's just straight street because remember earlier you said your father died earlier.
Yes.
Your mom died. You moved from Brooklyn to Florida. It's almost like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Why? Yeah, why me? Whatever. So after that, no, about 3 years passed, Tony Matterhorn moves to Florida.
Okay.
So when Tony Matterhorn moved to Florida, he had just left King Addies at the time, and he went on his own, and he moved to Florida. Now, we and Matterhorn was cool from Brooklyn days, cause when he come to New York and start play Addies, after a while, we and him became so cool, like, cause me start go to dance in New York, where Addies are play upon from early. Till me end up start carry all Addies record box him in a dance. You understand me? I said to you, so me and Matterhorn was cool.
Yeah.
So when he moved to Florida now, and the first dance, me did see him on a flyer now, me got a dance now, me and my virgin them. And me the teenage at the time, and me do me look at hospital and things. So me have a little money and me feel like me good and me feel like me this and me that. So me got a dance. When I got a dance now, I see Matterhorn and Matterhorn see me. Him see me with the virgin them who me a parried and like, you know, me take him number, whatever, in terms of, I call him next day. So I call him next day and come check him. And like, you know, he might leave a murmur or whatever, and we are reason and whatever. And like, I said, you know, the music. Like, why you don't stop the music? I'm telling some mother dead and whatever. And I say, yeah, but that don't mean that better. Jump back in the music, man. Go back on the music thing. I'm listening to him, and then now, my sister, Fia, baby father, you know, my niece's father, he passed away last year. Rest in peace, Penny. He had a sound system in Florida. Okay. And me used to go over Fim house every day. So when me used to go over him house now, I start dabble back into the music. Then I start play about music of Florida. And I start play upon Fim sound, which is called Capricorn sound.
Capricorn, okay.
So that's the first song I start play back. And that's the first song I play of Florida.
Yeah. And was that more juggling or more clash?
It was a juggling and a clash song, but a more smaller song, you know, than a innocent, or, you know what I'm saying? but it was a real bad sound. You know what I mean? Bad sound, bad sound, bad sound. You know what I mean?
Remember what year you started playing Capricorn?
It had to be in the realms of like a 97, I think. Like a 97 to about 99, I think. And then 99, I started playing a song like Star Force. Right? I'm playing Star Force for about a couple months. And then play Star Force couple months. But it dibble in a rhythm force dub box about 3 days. You understand me? And we did have a play rhythm force, but it never manifest. Rest in peace, Natural Mystic, big up Chip Lee. And then now we stopped playing music for about a couple months. And then I went dance one night now, the year of 2000. And Dappa Lee, I played Innocent the night with Junior Flex, rest in peace, Junior Flex. And Dappa Lee did know me from playing pan Capricorn sound. And I guess he did always have me as a bad selector or see some type of potential in me. But at the time, I never there. I play music at the time, but me in at the dance there. So him come over to me at the dance and I say, yo, bro, I have a sound for you playing, brother. Me here for play that sound, yeah. But I said to him, say, yo, I'm going to do up on the sound thing and that one, you know, me never took me did very undecisive with the music thing. You know what I mean? And I said, no, man, come do it, man. You know what I mean? And the boss there for the sound tomorrow, I meet him. And, you know, introduced me to Taylor Dave, the same night in the in and the dance. And like the Taylor Dave, from the first night I meet him, I can tell that him is one of them sound owner there who just love music and love sound system. Because when Dappa introduced with him did so excited for like meet me as an MC. I say, yo, I would have money, you know what I mean? I say, yo, me we have no brother, you know, you go say something for the mic, you know, like I say, yo, I say 2 things for the microphone, man. And like Dappa must tell Junior Flex to give me a talk for the microphone. And I talk for the microphone for about 10 minutes, and the 10 minutes just turned into a permanent job. Pon the sound, and him end up fire Junior Flex too.
Yeah.
He ended up firing Junior Flex at the same time and hired me, and it became me and Junior Flex had a big rival in South Florida for years because when he fired Junior Flex went on its own and built his own sound called Megaflex. And Megaflex and Innocent automatically became rivals because of that. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace, Junior Flex. I was my rival, a real bad selector, you know what I mean?
When you said that was, when you met Dappa and all of them, Innocent, Taylor, Dave and everything, where were they in their career? Were they a bigger sound? Were they on the come up? They just came around. It was Innocent then. It
was, all right. Innocent was originated in Chicago, then they moved to LA. When they got to Florida, you know, it became a Florida sound and it had a name in Florida. It wasn't really big, I would have said national in the States, you know what I'm saying? Through the East Coast, you know, through the Caribbean or whatever, you know, Europe, whatever. It just had a Florida name, but it had a good Florida name. You know what I'm saying? It had a good Florida name. Had a real good Florida name.
At that time there. So they were a bad area sound, but area as in Florida area, the bad Florida sound.
Yeah. Well, not for the whole Florida still. I would say it was a bad Miami sound.
Got it.
You know? Junior Flex, Dappa Lee, the Uranium Lee, Chief, Uranium Chief, and Jam, you know, those are the selectors on Innocent before I followed on the sound. It was a good Miami sound. You know what I'm saying? Good Miami sound.
And Miami's a party city. If people don't know, that's where everything was happening at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
So you said Junior Flex left and that was your rival. So then I guess were you clashing before you got to Innocent, or when you got to Innocent is where you learned to really start clashing stuff like that?
On Capricorn, I must have had like 2 clashes on Capricorn. When I got on Innocent, the clashing thing just came along. It wasn't like Taylor said, yo, I'm hiring you and you got a clash, or Dappa came to me and gave me an ultimatum, yo, we got a clash. It's just when you went on the sound and when you was playing that sound, it just came with the aura, because Taylor and Theme Crew, besides from the sound, was so big in Miami. You know what I'm saying? You know, sound system culture come with the whole persona of a sound, of a boss. And you know, I'm not talking about the business. Usually the boss them is the street man. You understand me? So what came with the sound is just like certain sounds would probably want to try you or whatever people, because you play a sound now with the boss supposed to be, you know, up there, And you know, the sound is supposed to have all these dub plates. You understand me? So you just basically had to like put yourselves in that type of situation, because when I first started catching upon Innocent, I wasn't a good clash selector like me is right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just gradually came along the way. You understand me? I said to you? But we was juggling and was clashing at the time. But clash wasn't that real big at the time when me come upon the sound in Florida. It wasn't that big yet. Clashing had kind of died out. You know what I'm saying? If we bring back the clashing in the game.
You see, because at this time here, if you're talking about 2000, clashes in the States were a lot happening in New York. New York was a clash capital at that time there.
Yes. Like 2003, 2004 is when it started pick up back in. And we was one of the sound them, Innocent was the sound who really like, you know, kick down that door, because outside of Innocent, when they say clash sound in Florida, the first name come to mind is Python Dot. You know what I'm saying? They were the sound representing Florida, the state of Florida, when they say clash. You know what I'm saying? And after them, did kind of cool down after the whole world clash something them. If we come now, you know, clashing them, because we was big rivals, you know, we can get to that soon. You know, and that brought back the clash vibe in Florida.
In Florida. Okay, so then now you're on Innocent, you and Dappa, and you guys are out here figuring out, what was a dub box like at this time here? Who were some of the artists in it? Was it a heavy dub box? It had some nice little soul. Who were the artists in the dub box at that time there?
When my father upon the song now, Dappa, they make me know from the get-go so enough songs was missing. Because back in the days, you know, that's when dub plates used to buy some dub tapes and stuff like that. And I guess Taylor was very irresponsible with keeping these dub tapes. The man, they used to just fly go anywhere, have him dub tape. The man left a dub tape with, because you hear Innocent, you hear how much Dennis Brown we played. He left the whole dub tape with like a good 10 more Dennis Browns, Garnered Silk, some more Bounty Killers with the original Bounty Killer voice with you. Not a mercy. This is not a man. Some of them there. Enough more other songs, you know what I'm saying? So that they make me know from early say, enough songs missing upon the song, but then they still have a good amount of, you know what I'm saying, songs on the song to where you say, Jano, but that sound ya bad. You have to just add to it. You know what I mean?
So it wasn't no one particular artist that you guys were really featuring at that time. It was just you guys had a variety of everybody at this time here.
Yeah, we had a variety of everybody. We really just had a variety of everybody at the time.
That time there. Innocent, Your Honor, you're doing stuff. Who was the first, outside of Megaflex, because you said you guys had your rivalry there, who was the first big song that you buck up in, either juggling or clash, that really said, okay, now this is where the game gets serious?
Well, clashing wise, we never buck up on a big song yet. It was like some era clashes, and the first big era clash we had was our clash called Fully Loaded, you know, Miami, which
that was 05.
No, I think that was way before 05. I can't remember the year. But just know that with some of the information, the year that was not going to be very accurate. Because me 43, you know, and you know the memory span from back in them days, kind of, you know. But it was called Fully Loaded Miami, and the songs was Innocent, Megaflex, Prodigy, Universal, City Eat, you know, City Star. No, not City Eat, City Star. Yeah, City Star and Impressions and Universal. Now, all those songs with us name, we are all friends. We were all friends, but we were all very competitive with each other, and we were all the best sounds in the Miami area at the time. So this was the ultimate clash. We still were the baddest. You understand me? And of course, we beat every one of them. You understand me? So, you know the thing, go big up the whole of my friend them, Prodigy, and whole I know. You understand me? So when that happened now, I guess even the rest of the songs, them start running behind we, you know, we're not behind we. Them start running forward with we, you know, as a song where we're going to push out to say, and them are going to represent South Florida, Innocent. You understand me? I said to you? So after that now, we'll go up on a US Rumble. No. Another US Rumble. We'll clash Poison Dart.
Okay.
First big clash of clash. Poison Dart, Danger Zone 4x4 from Mobile and Black Cat. Seeing? A Fort Lauderdale. I think it was like 2002 or 2003. You understand me? And at this time, we was cutting a lot of songs at this time. Taylor was spending a lot of money. Like Taylor was the type of person where at the time him did have about, I think, 20 kids at the time. And them man, they would just take up $15,000-$20,000 and Nasheen got Jamaica, got Vice dub plate. You see me? Me as a man used to go Jamaica at the time. When me got Jamaica to go Vice dub plate, me I spend 15,000 US, 12,000 US. Taylor used to just send me to Jamaica, me a Vice dub plate, right? So we was vicing, you know what I mean? And we reached the clash now. For that particular clash, I think Taylor did spend about $10,000 for that clash alone. And we'd already have dub plate, but he voiced dub plate with customs and everything for that clash there. I call up Poison Dart name and, you know, Panther name and Danger Zone 4x4 name and all them something there. Anyway, them reach the dance, Kirkisy and Tarantula. You know, Kirkisy tell Tarantula to chill for the night. Him I got take her and me and Dappa by ourselves. Because him actually turned the clash into Innocent versus Poison Dart. Like, he made the people forget say Panther and the next man them they did it.
Yeah.
And that's what I said to you, because they want to kill Innocent so bad because Innocent was now the rising sound, rising up in South Florida, making a name. So, you know, Kirkisy couldn't make we get that name there. You understand me? Yo, the man beat with the sickness. Yeah. Big up Kirkisy, yeah. Big up Poison Dart, big up Redman, big up Tarantula. You know, father, you know, the owner and everything, but the whole Poison Dart team. But the man beat with the sickness that night there. You understand me?
What was he playing that really broke you guys up that night there where you guys couldn't?
It wasn't really what he was playing, it was more of how he was playing. And that comes down to experience, bro. He had the experience. You know what I'm saying? What he was saying on the microphone, you know what I'm saying? You know, Taylor was there. So he was just basically jeering us. You know, I'm going to make Taylor beat him tonight. Not now, Gusso, you know? But, you know, the crowd are jeering. You know? Just the things he was doing, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell, say, him know how to play him sound. We didn't have enough song yet, but we still wasn't mature enough yet. You know, we thought we was ready. Playing against the area sound them and playing against a season well-named sound are two different things. Them time there, Kirkisy them I play against Trooper, Squingy, one of the greats them in the game who we never play against yet. You understand what I said to you? So, you know, in beat way, when in beat, you know, I think we'd have our next clash now with Justice from Jacksonville and Bass Odyssey. The dance is flop, so you never really get for go on. The dance is totally flop, so you don't get for go on. Then now, after that, now we'd have another clash with Poison Dart and we versus Trooper and Panther. Trooper and Sound Trooper and Black Cat in Fort Lauderdale. You know what I mean? The dance is the kind of a draw still. You know what I mean? Trooper them be going good and we did going good. Then now we'd have a next big clash now after that. This was the clash with break Innocent to the world. You understand me? It's the rematch with Poison Dart, and this was like 2007 or 2008. You know, by this time now, me and Dappa Lee done get well seasoned in how we understand each other, playing music and knowing each other, knowing what each other weak points is in the game. You know, we start knowing more of how to play the song together. You know, so we did more prepare. You know what I'm saying? For this situation now. But the fly got Jamaica this time. Taylor did lock up for about a good 3 years prior to this, and him did inner jail at the time. So it was just me and Dappa and Juxi, you know what I'm saying, playing the sound and contributing to the song. You understand me? And we had the device and the dub plate them, and we are spending money them. So we never have the real big bucketed like before. You know?
So you just got to put on what you guys had this up right here. So you just got to put on some more to fill the blanks.
Yes. So we just adding a little bit or whatever. We fly out Jamaica, come back. You know, we murder Kirkisy and Tarantula the night.
Okay. So then hold on. With that dance there now, because remember the first one, they beat you wicked. Kirkisy beat you wicked. How did you guys set for Poison Dart this time now and say, this is how we're going to execute this plan here to kill them?
Well, me the dream about it for 5 years straight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Me the dream about it for 5 years. Me tell myself, I have to kill back Poison Dart. You understand me? The money when we did spend for dub play was like my last money. Like, you know, when you a college kid and you spending your last $100 on something, knowing that you're not going to get no money. I spent my last couple grand and I was so broke the next day, but I got the win. And the win got us like so many dates after that. You know what I'm saying? Clash in the Clash arena. You understand me? Because you don't know you have the juggling arena, I have the Clash arena. When we kill back Poison out right there, so it come like the door just kick down for the Clash arena.
Open back. But I think there's one dance that you might have missed that I remember hearing about, which was a Miami Fully Loaded.
Definitely. Oh, you talking about with Matterhorn?
Yes.
Yeah, that was in the years before the second clash with Poison that. But that one they know that did happen. That did happen off of you know, Taylor knowing Sharon Burke and thing. We did basically pay to go in at that because we didn't want to beat Matterhorn so bad. You understand? We didn't want to bust. So Taylor didn't know Sharon Burke, and you know, we kind of link them and tell them, say, yo, we play for free for going at that. You understand me? Yeah, man. And we voice up some song, and we'll give Matterhorn a beat, man. We'll give Matterhorn a beat now, man. Him go on good to man, the Dufton, he go on good there, but that night the way we beat up Matterhorn, it did lead to Bounty Killer and certain artists in the industry start inquire about who's innocent now. The Matterhorn beating there. You see me? I fully loaded. Yeah.
That was the Fully Loaded one there, because even now, because remember, Matterhorn was the one that you bucked it for, that Matterhorn said, yo, go back and play so. You understand? So then, like, he's the one telling you to play a song, and then no. Why was he the target? Why you wanted to kill Matterhorn?
Because he was. I actually told that for this. I told that for, and I told Taylor, like, yo, you know, if we want to make it in this game and we want to kick down this game, we have to go after the greatest. And he is the greatest. At the time, Matterhorn was the greatest. He was reigning. Like, you know, I'm not saying at the time like he's not no good right now, because Matterhorn is still a legend. Matterhorn is one of the most current selectors from that era who's still playing music right now. You know what I'm saying? But in that time, Matterhorn was the man. And me always having on my mind, say, you know, if you want to beat somebody in the game, you have to go for the greatest. And I learned from him. I pardoned from him at the time, you know, even though I create my own style after a while, but my thing was patternized after him. So I felt like I knew what to do, you know what I'm saying, to go up against him. You know what I'm saying? And it did work. It really did work. Tell you the truth, it did work.
That right there. Yeah, I remember hearing about that Miami Fully Loaded, because I don't think they kept next Fully Loaded after.
They didn't. It wasn't because it wasn't ramped, because they kept it down where Best of the Best used to keep at the time, and in the amphitheater, and it was very big. The place was big, and it was the first time Fully Loaded was keeping in South Florida. And you know, Fully Loaded was a big buzz in Jamaica, so they was trying to do it in America with the same format and everything. And I guess it just never catch to the people them like that. So it wasn't packed. It didn't do good in numbers. So that's why they never do it by the next year. But it did good enough to where that everybody here say, me rush off a Matterhorn, because everybody did afraid. Everybody who did book for the bill that year there, them did afraid for rush off of him. Me never afraid. The way all, because when we reached there, they had us playing at a certain time, which is, I call them thing they like, you know, when them bring out your hors d'oeuvres, them, your appetizer.
The early, before the early warm.
Yeah, so I make up beer knife and tell them, say, I not play this. So I tell them, say, I want to play it right before when Matterhorn I play. Them I look on me like, say, we crazy. Because I say, who is Uno? We don't even have the name. And once again, you know, make Taylor use him, the force. You understand me? And we'll get to play. You understand me? I would have tell me, you know, me and Dappa, you know, formulate an agreement, say, yo, we're going to make, you know, use out of the situation. You understand me? Yeah, man. I would have deal with it wicked.
You said that you were the one going to Jamaica and cutting the dubs and stuff. Like, who was the artist that you were linking up with at that time to say, okay, these are my links when it comes to the dubs?
Well, it wasn't really no links, because back in those, it's not like now where you just can see people online and send your money and them send some come gear. Back in the day, it was like it is the culture to fly, go to Jamaica, go to this studio, go to that studio, and voice the artist them and seeing the song them voice in front of your face. You know what I mean? To where that if something's not said right, you know, you can stop and tell them, so, you know, this is all more to be sound. You know, it's of the culture at the time. So me used to always want for God Jamaica, me used to always want for do it. And at the time, I would say on the sound, between me, Dappa, you know, and Juxi, I was more social with the artists. Them Juxi is more social with the ladies. You know, Dappa wasn't really social at all with nobody. Dappa was just the man where him just the brain behind the sound, and him build the song them. And when it's time to go kill people, and that him a deal with. The man that him used to like go a jogging dance, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You see me? So I had took up that on myself. And then, you know, you start go to Jamaica, you start go to, you know, this studio, that studio, and then people start seeing you on a regular. Them starting to know who you is, you know, you start playing down there in Jamaica, you know, because I used to play in Jamaica a lot. I made a name for myself and Innocent in Jamaica as a household, like upon the juggling world and the clash world. I killed someone at Jamaica. I'm play upon some of the biggest dancers in Jamaica to juggling and with StoneLove, and we soon get to them something there. You know what I mean? But so while you're down there, you're doing that now, you start link with the artists then. Now, Killer did start take a liking to my style, you know, because Killer was one of those artists, which he still is to this day, and he has always been where, I guess he has a eye for talent, and he has an eye for like who's very like unique in the game. And after the same fully loaded, you know what I'm saying, situation with me and Matterhorn, me the guy Jamaica, and then now me the one for voicing. And I make a link, and he was only voicing up at Saturday Agency at the time, up at Schawenberg. And I make a link and go up there, and me have the money in my pocket for voicing, and him voice 5 songs a day. And when him voice the 5 songs them, him look for me and tell me, say, first him said to me, them time the killer charge X like crazy amount of money. And him look for me and I say, yo, how much you have? I'm tell him how much I have. And I say, no, take off a little bit off of that. And just tell me, say, forgive the change to the youth them out there. So, and him don't take the money from me. Then me and him become cool.
Yeah.
Then I saw the whole link with the whole Mavado thing, the whole alliance, you know, cartel everybody, you know. Him put me upon his birthday party at Jamaica. It's a party. 1 year, I'm shut it down. Okay. You know, when you play upon them event there at Jamaica, people start to know, you know what I'm saying? So I start play upon the Sherlock, all white them down upon the boat ride at Christmas time, Jagabee giveaway, I play upon that couple times, the Foreigners Ball, like every Christmas we used to play like a good 7 to 8 dance at Jamaica.
Okay.
Dappa never used to want to go, because Dappa never used to in at the juggling thing. And Juxi never used to travel to Jamaica like that because of certain situations. So I was the only one going to Jamaica at the time representing Innocent. You know what I mean? I'm used to represent it real good, because playing in Jamaica is very different than playing in the States or playing in Canada or playing in England. You have to really play music at Jamaica. But back in them days, I mean, none of the situation kind of changed now, but back in those days, you know, is playing in the dancehall. Because you see the dancehall genre where them build, because them just build that the other day, you know, the genre is reggae, you know.
Yeah.
Dancehall is the subgenre, you know. But dancehall is officially the place where you go, you know what I'm saying?
To play reggae.
Music.
Yes, man.
Yeah, to play, no, not even to play reggae alone, to play everything.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
because
the hall where you're dancing.
Yes,
that's what it is.
That is the hall. Them used to play souls, ska, reggae, you know, everything, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, when you're playing in Jamaica, you have to play a certain type of way. It's not these little 20-minute, 30-minute juggling there, so. You understand what I'm saying to you? So once you're playing in Jamaica and you pass the test of playing down there, and then, you know, these people I see up on a regular, you know, them start to rate you, and, you know, artists start to rate you. And then, so the link start make with the artists, them notice after a while now, you know, artists are send you a song. You know what I'm saying? You're there at Jamaica, them are telling you to come link them. They might give you a free song, whatever, rare. You pay for a certain amount of song. You now pay the price where a man who is not linked with the artist are going to pay. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Because you're inside of the link now.
Yeah.
You have the link now.
Yes, you're in on the link. You know what I mean?
So you're doing stuff, you link with Killer.
So Bounty Killer was the first artist attached to my career when I met Innocent, and then I met Mavado, and from there was just, you know, me and Mavado is still best of friends till this. He actually turned like one of my good friends, you know, outside of music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. To this day. So then you're the man cutting the dubs. You're the one playing in Jamaica. So where you were now, you guys had...
I'm the one. I'm going down there cutting the dubs, but the dub organization of like, you know, which song go on which rhythm and which song we want and what we want them to sell them something there is not me alone. You know, Dappa has like a big, he has a big say so in that, you know, we all have to agree upon it. He can't just go out there. He can't just say, yo, we're gonna say that, and you know, it have a sound and make sense. So
well, you're the one on the ground.
Yeah, if you notice Innocent dub plate, then them sound and with them effective, like you know, very effective, like enough blood upon with dub plate them. I tell you that. Holy from blood upon them.
Doing your thing there. So then now, after the Poisoner dance, what did that do for you guys' career now? Now that you guys killed the big song here now, what was next for you guys?
Well, after that, now, New York started wanting to see us. Everybody know in the Clash world, especially in those times, if New York want to see you, you made it.
Yeah.
Because like it's the Clash capital. You know what I'm saying? So the next dance in New York, I think it was the tag team between Innocent and Poisoner versus Blunt Posse and Tek-9. And this
is the first time that you're bucking Tek-9.
Yes, it's the first time we're bucking Tek-9.
Okay. We're going to keep this in mind because Tek-9 is, there's a lot of history with Tek-9. So I'm keep this in mind. Good.
So this is the first time I booked Tek-9. I think this was the following year after we clashed Poisoner, right? Because the clash was so big in Miami that even Tek-9 was in that dance in Miami. He was there in the dance himself. You know what I mean? Because he's such a big contributor to the whole sound clash thing. Remember saying he does dub play program too, you know. You understand me? So he was there as a fan too. So I guess he's seen the energy and he's seen how ram the dance was, and he's seen the following that Innocent has, and he's seen the whole excitement. So he must say, yeah, man, Innocent ready now, man. So he must say, yo, we want to bring you and Poisoner to New York for Clash with and Blunt Posse. You see me? At the time, the sound clash thing in New York wasn't big neither, because it did die down in New York. It did die down in New York. Like no song was
this time here now.
Yes, like Sosa P wasn't on the road. You know what I'm saying? Addies wasn't on the road like that. You know what I mean? Probably a LP, Ertula wasn't on the clash thing, the dead down in New York. Probably Jahmiel alone was on the road and Tek-9, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that big. So them put on the clash, you know, and it do good in a CPAC. It did good. The numbers in the crowd do good. I would beat them to sickness, but them try to thief the trophy. The little Ajax tried to thief the trophy, you know? But we beat them. You understand me? I said to you?
Your first time in New York.
Yeah, so we'll beat them now. New York want to see we again, you know? So then bring back now, Andrew, we start getting on the radar at the promoters of New York. You know, they have a promoter in New York named Andrew Digital.
Of course, he did global. He was one that used to do
He was one of the biggest, you know, sound clash promoters in New York. You know what I'm saying? He must be kind of cheap on them something there, but everything did good. You understand me? So him link with for Brooklyn Massacre, and that was Tek-9, Innocent, Super Gold, and Young Ark. You see me? And this was in Albany Manor, Ram. You see me? Soul Supreme was in that dance right there. Them time I Soul Supreme, the dep on the road yet. Them not come back on the road yet. Yeah. So Jakes, if you're listening, Jakes, y'all wasn't on the road. Junior P and Sharp Bass, Rita. Remember said that clash on the forward and see me and Dappa play and say to the world, say, we're not gonna bring back Soul Supreme for the world. So you don't know to give her glory. See? All right. Anyway. That clash now. The clash there end up being Innocent and Jamie Young Ark in a tune for tune. You see me?
Yeah.
We beat up Tek-9 and Super Gold and kick them out, and we and Jamie in a tune for tune. Jamie beat it in a tune for tune. So him win the dance. After that, they get locked up. After that. I mean, they have to go do a couple months. You know what I'm saying?
So you were still playing sound, but you had one foot in the streets, one foot in the sound business.
No, it wasn't really even no streets thing. It was some old situation. I had probation from years ago, and I had violated probation And I just never checked in or whatever, and thinking that would never call it back to me, and it did catch it back to me. You understand me? So being that it was so long, I had to go in and give them 6 months. You see me? So I'm gonna give them 6 months or whatever. Dappa they still up on the road that crash. Dappa they crash Canada. I think I think it was the same massacre. It was Canada massacre or something like that.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That was Yard Beat, Innocent, and I forgot who the third. It might have been Klepto. It wasn't Klepto. It was Yard Beat, Innocent, and 2 more songs. And I think Yard Beat won that dance here, if I remember right.
Yeah, and then them did that Brooklyn massacre again. And while I was locked up, and he crashed in that one too. Him and Juxi, they got to that why me they lock up at Brooklyn, you know. And I don't think we did win that one. I don't think we did win the one in Canada too. But he had another clash in Canada with 3 other songs, Total Eclipse and somebody else, and then they win that too by himself. Because back in when we did start get with name another clashing, him alone used to come to Canada. I remember say I couldn't come to Canada. You know what I'm saying? Because of my legal problems. So I come out now. When I come out now, this is where the rival between me and Tek-9 really start, because them they start the bag of shit them on the internet, on Sound Clash Eternity. Him and the little idiot son, the blue son from Brooklyn, the little idiot son where everybody cringe at the body son Brooklyn. It sounds so like shit. You understand me? Me can't talk anything when I feel like punch.
Anything.
Right, yeah. So anyway, then they dip on the internet like a glorified to me, they lock up. So the whole time me they lock up now, you know, people are telling me, you know, especially my girl at the time, she was telling me all the information of what was saying on the internet. So, you know, you're in that situation of being locked up and your son up on the road, and your son is one of the top sons in the US. You're feeling like, damn, when I get out, I have something to prove to the world, you know what I'm saying? So I tell the whole time I tell myself, so when me come up on the road, I have to kill Tek-9, I'm have to kill a little blue sound there. You understand me? So when I come back on the road now, me just start troubling on the internet, it start up a thing. The people them start for one seat, you know. Tek-9 link me. I say, yo, you want to do the clash in New York? I say, all right, no problem. I link Dappa. Dappa said, don't want to do the clash, because Tek-9 don't deserve the clash with. And he was right at the time, but me, the man, me did so love the clash culture. I didn't care who did deserve it or who didn't deserve it. From a man who want to clash on people for dead. So I saw me that look on it.
You have your point to prove too. You've been locked up by talking smack, so I want to get back on the road.
Yes, exactly. So I felt like I had a point to prove. So I took the clash, and Dappa was like, yo, from get-go, Dappa tell me, say, even when I take the clash, you know, Tek-9 knew, said Dappa was not coming to clash all along. He thought that Dappa was coming. He thought it was me and Dappa, because he didn't, Tek-9 never really like Dappa like that. He had like, they had their own little, you know, situation, you know what I'm saying? Deeper than music. So he really wanted Dappa to be there, but Dappa was like, him not gonna do it. And Dappa basically I tell me, say, you have to do it on your own. So me and Dappa did have like a little vibes, because Master Team said, you really have to send me to New York to make them money and kill me off by myself, because at the time, nobody never seen me play Innocent by myself in a no clash or nothing like that. It was always me and Dappa. Always.
Okay, juggling, you could go to your thing in Jamaica. Clash now, different story.
I remember said, nobody have me as a selector like that. I remember said, them have Dappa as a selector. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, me I said to Dappa, I said, dog, you can't do that, brother. You're so far with me. I said, we now do that. Right. So I said, all right, but still I can do it by myself. And we do it. And when we reach there at the dance, you know, leading up to the dance, you know, me and him I conversate, you know, on songs and what me I voice. I didn't even voice that much song for the dance. But me and him are reason right through. Even the same day of the dance, even while the dance was going on, remember that dance was streamed live, you know. So he was watching it from his house in Atlanta. So it was really, even though he was not there, it was me and him killing them at the same time, because in between round, me and him a text and he might tell me certain little thing, and you understand me I said to you? Certain song or whatever. So it still did work out. But yeah, that night was a really like a real slaughteration that night.
And that's where people really got to see NASHEEN Fire as that man there that he could stand up on his own and still kill a song without having Dappa also. Yeah,
because well, me know I could do it, because I was playing so much juggling dances at the time. The sound, Innocent, was so booked in the juggling world. Me and Juxi was playing separate dances all the time. You know, I would be in Chicago, Juxi would be here, or, you know, me there at Jamaica, Juxi there. We'd have juggled so much. So me did so accustomed to playing by myself. Me just adapted the situation and put it in a clash form. You understand what I said to you? And I guess the people them never really similar enough. So when they see me doing it now, and they must say me have the knowledge of the song, they must say, no man, really the man you bad, you know what I'm saying?
And then you'd beat Tek-9 in that dance there.
Yeah, man, destroy him. Lock off. That was the first official lock off in the United States in a long time. You know what I'm saying? The first official lock off for years. The first official lock off outside in Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the same dance that Boss thing there too. Yellowbird by Tarantula. Because after this is the clash where I remember where you lock off Tek-9 and the people wanted you to almost juggle or do something after. You said, nah, man, you don't want to juggle. You want Pee Wee to come and play that song that he was using earlier.
Yeah. Because what happened? Yeah, because what happened when Pee Wee got the song, he called me and he made me hear it. So he played it earlier in the dance when the song did just start. Me never did the dance yet. You know what I mean? Me did that at my hotel, but I get him play it against Venom when them did have. Remember, say on the flyer it was Innocent versus Tek-9, and the sound system were which Yellowbird versus Venom. You see me? And the song played earlier versus Venom and tear off Venom face in the early one. You see me? But to do me, I beat them so bad. I mean, they have a vengeance against Venom too. Me just tell them, say, yo, we have to play about that now. And they say, yo, it play already. I say, I don't care if it play already. Me never there. I want to tell you. It me never there. And me, I win the dance. So I want to eat back right now. And it does work in at the moment, brother. It really work in at the moment. You know, because you have to understand, say, clashing is the same thing like juggling. It's the same thing. You just have to know how to see a moment right away and grab the moment and make it a moment. You understand me I said to you? Because it's 20 million people have a laptop and the world we have the same song them. You know, what are you going to do different? You know what I'm saying? For make you look different and make your sound or make whatever you're trying to do stand out different. You understand what I said to you?
What do you bring to the table? Why should I listen to you opposed to listen to this here? Yeah,
exactly. We all have the same material. It just we don't have the same delivery. We don't have the same, you know what I mean?
All right. That one there, that was the lock off heard right around the world. That's basically what they call that dance there. The Tek-9, the Innocent and Tek-9. There was another dance now. This is a dance with Cosmic, King Klepto, and Innocent. All right.
Yeah, that was after that. That was after that dance. That was after that dance. That's the next time we went back to New York. Andrew Digital keep that too. You know, Polly, we Cosmic, you know, once again, we beat Jolly Green Giant and we beat Cosmetics. You see me? Yeah,
hold on. In that dance there, really and truly from beginning, Polly them Klepto, they were leading the dance, you know, until something happened to their laptop, you know.
No, I wouldn't say they leading the dance because the first round, when I say we get the first round, them get the second round. You know what I'm saying? I think at the third round, I went for them laptop start to mess up. You see me? Me give we the first round because we actually start the dance. I remember saying
you see that second round that they came in with, especially remember they're the song Canada. You guys are in America. You guys are Americans. But as the Canadian sound, no boss. Yeah, Canada songs you guys were listening. But what they came in with, it's like Brooklyn really said, okay, this song we're working with. But what you guys came with too was a totally different ballgame also.
Yeah, and I'm saying the dance could have went any other way, but I'm still confident that we would have still beat Polly them, even if they look over when work upon himself. Never had. And as I message to you, I'm confident because like we had like the stronger like foundation part. You know what I'm saying? To the back to man. Dappa's kind of a genius when it come down to the later ends of rounds and them something. You understand me? Which Polly them my bad son. Klepto them my bad. Cause the first time me hear Polly me used to always, cause Dappa knew the selectors them more than me. Me did so anti-social against selectors cause me used to want to kill everybody. So I never want a friend from the selector. You see me? But Dappa was always respected among selectors through Pal Talk and them look something. So he knew everybody. And he used to always mention, you know, Polly name to me. And then when we start listening now, when we see him clash Trooper, Canada, I say, who that brother, yeah, man? You see me? Yeah, man, but respect is mutual. I respect my work to see him. You understand me? I said to you, so big up Polly, big up yourself, brother.
Right there. Even before we even go too far, the name NASHEEN FIRE, how did you even get that name in the first place?
From the same, my sister's baby father, the one that from Capricorn sound where I told you I played the first sound in Florida. My sister's baby father, whose name is Penny. Yeah, he used to call me Nasheen because he never wanted me to call my real name is Nashan. You see me? So he never used to want to call me that. So he used to just call me Nasheen. And then everybody used to just start calling me that. Till my own family started calling me that. So the name started stick on, and then my next virgin added on the fire to it, and it became Nasheen Fire.
And that's how we got the international Nasheen Fire that we know about right here, right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Brooklyn, you guys did your thing. What were some other moments on Innocent? Because remember, you did a hot minute on Innocent, you know, boss.
Some of my greatest moments on Innocent is, listen now, I get a chance to kill Trooper Jamaica on Innocent.
Talk about that, because you're just, I just got a little. Nah, boss, you can't just say that. You got to talk about that, bro.
Yeah, I never talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a joy, because as a Brooklyn youth and as a Addies, you know what I'm saying, alumni, you understand me? You know, because anything we say Addies, we don't like not when name Kilimanjaro. You understand me? Although we respect the game, you understand me? I said to you, I respect all the great works of Trooper do. So growing up in the game is always a pleasure. For even get to play alongside your idols, them, you know, who you respecting at the game. So we used to play at Jamaica enough, and when name start build at Jamaica. When Taylor got deported to Jamaica, he sent down the sound system audio part of Innocent to Jamaica. So obviously Innocent is in Jamaica now, and get two more younger selector at Jamaica whose name was Jahmiel and Juicy at the time. You know what I mean? Now me used to always got Jamaica same way. We have certain dates at Jamaica and me I go. You know what I mean? And him take a date at Jamaica with a sound called Iceberg Million from St. Elizabeth and Sound Trooper. And the date was in Chilani, D-side Chilani. Yeah, man. And the dance was basically Iceberg Million's dance, and them keep it, them pay Sound Trooper, them pay Innocent to come crash them. Everybody in the dance is Iceberg Million fans, because the owner for the sound, him rent about 5 busload of people, and him drive them come up from St. Elizabeth to Chilani, him put the whole of them in a guest house, and him buy KFC for the whole weekend. So we could have played God and Jesus, and them did go win. But what me they love about the dance is Sound Trooper, Innocent, and Iceberg Million. So what me do know, we just friend Iceberg Million in our first 2 round them, and we kick out Trooper face. You understand me?
You see what's going on, you know,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
this is what's going on. So you have to friend them instead of trying to kill them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That do, man. I mean, we didn't feel good. We didn't feel really good, because, you know, Trooper didn't start cuss and go on bad. And I say, yes, man, lock off that. I start telling about him son play like a jukebox and one bag or something. You understand me? And, you know, Trooper's a man, him love him son, you know? When you start telling them little thing, they not like that. But big up Ricky Trooper still, legend in the game, real serious legend.
But that's what I was going to ask you. What was it that you used to either kill Trooper, rough him up, or whatever that night there? What did you have to use?
Beer, most of his styles, as far as like, I think it was me. I think how the round went was him first, Iceberg Million, then me. So I think it was me last player every round, you know? And me just start talking to him aggressive. If anybody listen to Ricky Trooper over the years from Kilimanjaro, worse in them prime years, them man, they tell you anything. Them man, they no hold back nothing. You understand me? If you listen to them man, when they might play alongside Stoller, which Stoller man a clashing sound, and them man, they alone me here tell weep on some things and weep on a fire gunshot. You understand me? I said to you? So me just use some of theme tactic them part him. I just start telling him a bag of things. Yeah, I'm gonna start make him know. I'm gonna start rough him up too, because he don't know he's a man where him love using bucketive as far as like who are back the sound and him something, and Innocent he'd have that little presence there at Jamaica. You understand me? Because he dance to keep at this side Chilani, the sound I represent Mobile. Mobile is right down the road from Chilani.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so Taylor in there with about 300 blood clot soldier. Sorry. You understand me? So you know them thing that boost your ego at Jamaica. You understand me? So I just tell him a bag of things, and it work. You understand me? I said to you, I just one of them something there still. But big up Ricky Trooper again, same way, respect him.
Did you ever get any dances with Squingy?
We were supposed to clash. Bay Salasy. It was supposed to be Bay Salasy, Justice from Jacksonville. I think Parsonat was in that dance too. Yeah. Fort Lauderdale, but the dance never happened because it wasn't even Ram. Nobody ever come at the dance. Squingy, everybody was there. Mark, Courtesy, everybody was there, was present. So we end up, it was like a juggling thing you turn out into, and nobody wasn't there for the clash. So whenever I get for clash, Squingy, no, I didn't. But I actually got to meet Squingy and got a lot of pointers from him because the CM clash in New York with Innocent Paisonat versus Tek-9 and Blunt Posse. Tek-9 did hire him to be the host. And me and him got very close that weekend as far as like a mentor. You know what I'm saying? We're all staying at the same hotel. He was very sick at the time. So while we were at the venue, he is a man with drinking rum a lot. So, going to the bar and something that was me doing for him, and then something because he couldn't barely walk at the time, and he would just kept on, talking about music and, telling me how proud he is of how far I came in the game and just giving me pointers on how to attack certain situations while playing music and something. So rest in peace, Squingy, a great soul, a great being to a culture, one of the greatest, and you would never get another Squingy that again.
100% agreed. So
big up. Before we go to some, I want to big up some of the great them too. Some body feel like I left them out. Big up Lenny, big up Grammar G, big up Firelinks. You know what I'm saying? Big up Winterfresh, big up Billface, big up Matterhorn, big up Ricky Trooper, big up Gamma Wayne, big up Mark Jagan. Just name some people where inspire me where I'm get into the game. Big up Ian Roadstar, big up man like Super Meng, big up Jagger B, rest in peace, Super Clad, the legend, you see me I say? Big up man like Super C and Reds from Spectrum, big up Jungle from Supersonic, big up LP with Starfish and Puma, the great, you see me I say? Big up Danny Dread, all the great selector them who contribute to the game. Super D from big up Nuts from Super D and big up Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean? All them man there right there. So Juxi Killer, Travelers, Boxer, big up Gary Chuck from African Star. You see me I say? Big up Pieces from, Moby, Froggy and the crew. You see me? Big up all the sound them brother who contribute to the game where make we as youth in the game right now. Cause them man they contribute to the game and put the game on a level and big up Panther. I'm forget to big up Pink Panther, but big up Pink Panther. Big up Firelinks.
Definitely.
And big up Johnny Gad.
You know what? I was going to leave this for later, but since we're here, let's just do this.
Oh, sorry. And big up Adonai, Jed, and Scorpion from Adonai.
Yeah. Wicked team there.
And even Jazzy
Pancho.
And Jazzy T. Big up Jazzy. Yeah, man. Big up Pancho, Liquor Wicked. Big up Jazzy T. And big up Delano. All them people that contribute to the game. Big up, Billy Slaughter. Big up Chico. Big up, Bugsy. Nika Bamba, big up Bugsy Bamba from New York. Big up all the sector that contribute as elders before we car. The man name of a car. Big up Super to see the car. Then we see this and get vexed. You don't know. Big up Steve Bashment and the whole of the people that we put in the work before we, isn't it?
Put it in. You brought up Panther, all right? One time there was a big argument that you ran from Panther. All right. What happened there? This was the Vengeance Sound Clash. What had happened there?
So we have situations with my flight the night there. It was like that weekend there was a storm or something in Florida. And there was a situation with my flight. And it was the last flight. I couldn't get no more flight. And that really happened still. But we never run from Panther because we played Panther 2 times already before that. We actually beat up Panther enough time already, in a sense. So I wouldn't run from him.
So why do people think that that's what the word on the street is, that you ran from Panther that night?
Because how social media, they're going to do that. They're going to put for them narrative on it. You understand me? But that, I'm telling you that happened. You feel me? That happened.
So you're ready for Panther that night there?
I mean, it's a clash thing now with me now. I'm not really too, some man put a lot of emphasis on I'm ready for this person or I'm ready for that person. It's just, for me, I've clash and it's a clash. I'm going to do my job. Because me's one of them type of selector there. I consider myself, although most people would try to put like a name or a type of title upon what they think you do, me consider myself an all-purpose selector because I play according to the event. So if I have a killer boy tonight, and that I'm gonna do. If I have to play a baby shower tonight, and that I'm gonna do. If I have to play soca tonight, and that I'm gonna do. So I don't really look at a one particular clash opponent and be like, yo, I'm ready for that person tonight. I'm just going to do my job. Is it because clashing, anything can happen at any time. You probably can feel that you after a man can play one song and take out your whole dance.
Of course, we've seen that happen many times.
Yeah.
Over.
So you can't appear too confident. You just have to do your work. You understand me?
Mm-hmm. Like that there. So you're doing stuff. There's two more things I want to go through with Innocent before we leave that situation and get somewhere else. Innocent now, you're doing your stuff. There was another time now. This name keeps coming up from jump till now. Matterhorn. Okay. What had happened with you and Matterhorn one time where there was a big eruption with you and Matterhorn on the internet?
Oh, that's what Matterhorn used to do his After Dark program on IG. Mm-hmm. When IG first came out, Instagram first came out, I don't know if you remember what he used to do, like After Dark on Mondays and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he had to start like wearing wigs and stuff like that, trying to like do comedian stuff, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then imitate all the dancehall girl and back, but he used to wear the wig them. Mm-hmm. No, me used to find it disturbing because true me no Matterhorn in a light of growing up. As when I grew up at Brooklyn, Matterhorn their own Addies, this whole bad man sound persona, you know, this whole selector type thing. Me never like to see Matterhorn in a light that wear wig. So I find it disturbing. So I go up on my social media now and I say, yo, I can't believe my idol who me look up to for so much years, I wear a wig, you know, look good, whatever, rare. And if they get mad about it because I feel like I should never post that on the social media, we should have called him, which is my friend, we should have called him, which is my point still. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And through my post it now, you know, him say that, and then Bounty Killer did repost with me say, you see me? And you know, him and Bounty Killer, they have them beef at the time.
Okay, at the time there. Got it.
Yeah, so he got mad and, you don't know, him start to tap me. And then, no, through my tap me, you know, me now take that as the unruly student of him. You know, me and back and forth. You know what, Gary? And just turned into a whole big thing. You see me? But we'll pass that door.
How come you guys never clashed or actually put it on a stage? This was just on the internet.
We supposed to, yo. We were supposed to many times. But a lot of people linked him a couple times. Enough people linked me. I just don't know why it never happened. And people would have want to see it too, back in our way. Like people, I don't know if people don't want to see it no still, but back in my prime and in a film, people didn't want to see it. Mm-hmm. But it just never happened. I don't know why. It just never happened. It never happened.
It wasn't one of those things. It never manifested.
Yeah, it never manifested. Never. Mm-hmm.
Right there. All right. You did your time on Innocent. What was the last dance that you played on Innocent? And why did you end up leaving Innocent in the first place?
The last dance was, I think it was March 7th or 6th or 8th of 2015. Mm-hmm. And that was the clash in Jamaica where it was us, Innocent, Black Cat, and I think it was Rough Cut. Mm-hmm. Or somebody ambassador, about 2 more songs. It was in St. Elizabeth. Mm-hmm. And we lost the clash. And after the clash, me and Taylor have a big dispute. Mm-hmm. And we leave the sound. Like the next day when we fly back to America, make up my mind, I call Dappa, I'm saying, I'm gonna leave the sound. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to convince me not to do it, but I'm the type of person where I'm a Libra. You know, once I'm set into something, and my mind is set to something, like nobody can really change it. Me if I want to change that, you know what I mean? And the situation with me and Taylor, big up Taylor same way, because I'm a man where I can't say nothing bad about him. The 15 years me play Innocent, you know, him treat me and Dappa like we're one of his kids.
Got you.
And that a lot of people can't really say that about for them son owner. When we say like one of his kids is nothing. Them man, they would have never, there's nothing we could have go through and him not go fix that. Mm-hmm. You understand what I said to you? Mm-hmm. It's just, me and him did have a situation that night and it escalated to a big argument to where things were said, you know what I mean? That, you know, me on my end probably feel like me could never come back from as a man. You understand what I said to you? Mm-hmm. So I end up leave the zone, leave the zone. It was like a whole crazy situation for the first 6 months to leave the zone because Innocent have it name, and me I play Innocent, and my name came to Innocent.
Mm.
So it was a big, you know what I mean? Big thing.
So I guess at that time, a lot of promoters, their loyalty would lie with Innocent opposed to Nasheen because Innocent is where everything happened for you.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But right. I mean, when I made the decision to leave, that was one of the things I was thinking about. That was one of the things that was right in my mind the most. Like, you just sure you want to do that because when you do this now, it's like you have to start from ground zero. I don't care about what you thought you did of Innocent because the fans that love you, yes, them love you, but they love you because of playing Innocent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, look, you know, I don't know if you could see in the camera, but that says, you know what I'm saying? Hold on there.
Yeah,
That's innocent for life. Hold on there. Innocent up here, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Innocent up here, sir. No, New York. All right, that's to say, innocent for life.
Mm. Wow.
Innocent for life.
Yeah.
Right? And most of my fans and the people, I'm not fans, supporters, and I don't consider people as fans, my supporters from all over the world, they came through Innocent. Mm-hmm. So I already knew that, you know, going on my own was going to be like a big challenge for me because people, you know, promoters, people is going to be loyal to the brand of Innocent. It's basically I had to, you know, work back again and put myself back out again and start all over again. And I did it, you know what I'm saying? I did it. It took a time, but I did it.
Did you, at this time, did you want to leave Innocent to go play a song, or you wanted to leave to be on your own, or you didn't even know what you wanted to do at that time? You just knew you had to leave.
When I left Innocent, if you asked me a day before leaving Innocent, a day before, you know, the clash, a day before all of that happened, if you had to ask me a day before, you know, that day, and you asked me, yo, so we had an interview right now, I say, yo, when you leave Innocent, I'll tell you never. Hence why you see me have Innocent for life.
I do, yeah.
Because there's some of you do my thing. If you watch back all Innocent clashes, if you watch back all of my interviews when I play Innocent, people can tell us that I am Innocent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That is what people, when people say Innocent, them say Nasheen. I tell you that. You feel me? But when we leave now, it was such a shock to the sound system culture because of how I represent Innocent so much. Mm-hmm. It was a shock so much to the culture to where a lot of sound systems started to reach out.
Okay.
A lot of big names. I'm not going to call nobody name on the program because I'm not going to put nobody out there. But just know all the elites you can think about. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like they're saying, yes, we can finally get somebody where, you know what I mean?
Free agent.
And, yeah, I'm going to just make everybody know straight, say, to the loyalty and to the years, to the amount of time and to the amount of work. Because remember, say Innocent is a song where we bust that sound. Mm-hmm. Innocent is not a song where it's like a StoneLove or a Addies or a Black Cat or, you know what I'm saying? Me and Dappa and Juxi actually put our, you know what I'm saying, minds together and bust that sound to the world. We never go up on a sound, we have a name already. Mm-hmm. You see me? So me, they kind of look upon it like when everybody that try for hire me, like, bro, I just did 15 years on a sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in my age. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So by the time when all these sounds was linking me to play their sound, me did already have it in my mind, say, you know, bro, you can do it by yourself because going on somebody's sound system right now at your age, you know, putting all that work in for somebody's sound system, and I really don't really make no sense to me. You know, it didn't really add up to me. You know, it didn't look, I mean, I would be doing it for the culture, yes, and it would make the culture more greater, but it never really looked like something that would work out for me, my personal being. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're younger and playing sound system, or you're younger and going on a sound and getting into the game, yeah, you're willing to do all of those things for you're younger. You don't really have nothing to live for. Man, a big man, no. Man can't just go, I do them things for nothing. You know what I'm saying to you? Not saying that nobody wouldn't give me the right type of money that I wanted. I'm sure that, you know what I'm saying, you know, certain things could have been worked out to where I get certain type of things, but it just never made no sense to me to go up on somebody's sound system at that age. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just try this thing on my own. And you know, but take a little leap of faith with it. The first year, it shocked me, you know what I'm saying? Because I left Innocent 2015, and 6 months later, I'm already doing my first UK tour solo. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the island, you know? But this is all the fans traveling over from Innocent to my solo career, and, you know, the SoundCloud, and, you know, I was always posting my SoundCloud, posting my audios, my live audios. I was always posting them, so people was hearing that I was still active, and, you know what I mean? It just worked out, you know what I'm saying?
And at this time here is when you started to promote your birthday party and these type of stuff here, or you've been doing this from you were on Innocent?
I was doing that from I was on Innocent. Yeah, I was doing that from I was on Innocent. But years I was doing that. I stopped doing my birthday party, I think 2017. Yeah, that's when I stopped doing it.
That's when you stopped doing it. You're out now, doing your great stuff, all this. The only reason we're going to fast forward a lot of the stuff that you did is because there's an important part in your life that I really want to get to now, because we see you post it online and we see you talk about it, but I really want to hear it from your point of view. Right now, we know that you were in a big accident. I guess it was last year sometime. What had happened?
Well, I, you know, broke my right wrist. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, broke my right wrist. So it's out of cancer. This happened in July. And I broke my two ankles, this one and this one. You know what I mean? Big up Father God, because as you can see, I just lift up my two ankles. I'm rotating my hand. You know, if this interview was going on in August or September or October, you wouldn't be seeing none of this moving like this. So I'm gonna just give thanks to that. But I was doing Uber Eats and delivering some food. A lady had her pit bull. I'm not a dog lover, worse than a pit bull lover. You know what I'm saying? You know, I come from New York where when we're youth and I grew up and we say pit bull. Pit bull is not a nice thing. Them tear off a face, tear off anything them catch them, tear it off. Not even owner can tell them, once them lock upon you, I eat that. You're going to have to shoot it. You understand what I'm saying? So I was doing Uber Eats, delivering some food. Lady had her pit bull. He got away from her. She couldn't really control her pit bull. He got away from her while I was trying to give her food. He tried to chase me. You know, I was running, you know what I mean? I had to jump over this thing. I didn't really measure how far I had to jump when I made the jump, because it was like a little instinct thing, a last minute instinct of this dog not biting me, because when me jump, he was like a good 2 inches away from me, like one more step, he might catch me and bite me. So when I jump over, it was actually a bigger fall than I thought it would be from the second floor, broke my two ankles and broke my right hand. You know what I mean? So I've been out of commission from July. You know, I have a long ways to go with my therapy, but I'm still in a wheelchair right now. But I'm getting there. I'm standing up now, you know, couple minutes a day time, you know what I mean? I have some more therapy to do, some more intense therapy. But for the most part, I'm gonna be good and I'm gonna walk again. So that is gonna be okay.
So somebody like you that's used to the nightlife, you usually on the go, on your feet and all, how did it feel now that, like, freak, I broke both feet and my wrist, and I'm just basically laid out, I can't really do anything. How did that make you feel now, as not Nasheen the selector and everybody knows you, as the individual?
Yeah, man, it humble you, man. It humble you. In a lot of areas in your life, it humble you. Because like I said, if you're the person that's used to flying out every weekend, you're doing 2 cities, 3 cities every weekend, then you come back home and you're doing Uber for like 3 or 4 days out of the week. So, you know, Uber is a driving thing, most majority of the day. And then on the weekend, now, me I fly one city here, next city there for the weekend. So I'm always moving. You know, compared to right now where you're in stationary now because you have to be. Yeah. At first, when it first happened, the whole first month of me being in the hospital was very depressing. I had a lot of bad days because first I couldn't sleep because you're there thinking about this. The whole situation is playing back in your mind every day, every night, every 10 minutes, it's playing back. And you just keep on thinking about, damn, you know, what if I didn't jump? What if this, what if that? You know, and then you look down and you look that they have these rods in your legs, you know. So You start getting depressed.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You can't sleep. You're like, damn, you know, why this happened to me? You know what I'm saying? Some of the time, then, you know, I would say like probably one of the time, because I'm a very strong person and a strong-minded person because of the things that I'm gonna go through. But everybody have them there. You understand me? I'm being in a situation like that. So even like one of the time, then I'm like, yo, damn, if I just commit suicide and leave the earth, because why would I want to be in a position like this now? And you start questioning yourself, you know, until you start see healing now. Because when you're questioning yourself when all those things is going on is when the pain, the healing of the first 2 weeks, first 3 weeks after the accident, and you're still in the pain and you can't move. And then after a while, now you see them start remove and something them, and you know, you see some healing go on, all of that start come out of your mind because you should say you're getting better. You know? But what it did for me now, it humbled me in a way to where it show you say, sometimes you think you're missing things, or you're missing out on things, you know, are you really not? You know, because you start to learn to appreciate things where you never used to appreciate before. You know, just like even going in the shower and can standing up, or even going in the shower. Because right now I have to sit on one of those with the things that they put in the shower. Because I can't stand up, you know what I'm saying? But just even sitting down in one of those right there, if you take a shower, make the shower beat for you.
Yeah.
It make you appreciate life, because 3 months ago, I couldn't take a shower. Them have to take up, them have to bathe you themselves in a one little pan and them something. You understand? So that's just one example, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But it's so much things it make you appreciate now that you probably wouldn't appreciate before. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I cannot be on the road. Yes, I cannot be on the nightlife like what I used to be and making my money and, you know, flying there and flying this, but it's also giving me a time to learn more about myself. You know what I'm saying? Getting more in tune to myself. You know what I'm saying? Sitting down and researching some things where I probably wouldn't sit down and research before because I'm always on the move. You know what I'm saying? Gain some knowledge on some things. So it's a pro, you know what I'm saying? It's pros and cons to it. You know what I mean? Most people will look at them and be like, they'll be like, damn, I don't know how to do that. But if you're put in a position or a situation to do something, you're gonna have to do it because nobody's not gonna do it for you.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I know you're really outspoken, and sometimes you could rub a lot of people the wrong way. So then now when you were down, who came and checked for you as a brethren or a soul man brethren or artist or something? Who really came and linked you and said, yo, come, we're going to deal with this here?
Yo, it was a lot. There's a lot of people. I don't want to call names because, you know, you start calling names. If you don't call this person name, everybody start feeling away, you know. Yo, you never this, I never that. But just know that the support and the love I get from a lot of people in the industry and outside the industry is actually overwhelming for somebody like me, where I had, you know, I talk my mind. I don't really filter nothing at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. And I just live, you know what I'm saying? I just one of them things there. And it, like you said, too, sometimes people can get rubbed the wrong way of how me let out things. But people who know me know I'm a good person, you know what I'm saying? And not everybody are going to know you, because really and truly, you just can't please everybody. So everybody's not going to get to know you, you know?
For sure.
But the amount of people that have reached out and blessed me, you know, whether it's monetary or just kind words or just looking at my story and seeing how I'm handling it and saying that I'm motivating them, and it's just overwhelming, brother. You know, and I just want to say, you know, on the interview, thanks to everybody, you guys, everybody, you know who you are. I don't have to individually call all out the name, but I just want to know, say, Uno is a part of, you know, the rehabilitation. Uno is a part of the reason why I'm going so hard. Uno is a part of the reason why, you know, I think so confident that I'm going to walk back in due time, you know, because when we get the support from Uno, you know, and when Uno tell me, say, when Uno see me at the certain things and motivate Uno, just know, say, that motivate me. You understand what I said to you? So one hand wash the other.
Definitely. And when it even happened, did the doctors think you were going to walk again? They weren't sure. What was the prognosis right there when it first happened?
Well, when I first came out of the first surgery, when I got out anesthesia, first thing I asked the doctor, "Am I going to walk again?" And he's like, "Yes, you're going to walk again, but you're going to have to do a lot of work because you broke both your ankles." and we had to put them back together. And so I have 4 plates in one leg and 26 screws. I have 2 plates in the other leg and 28 screws. So he's like, bro, we had to do a lot of work, but you know, you're gonna have to do a lot of work to walk back again, you know? And when I go back on my checkups and whatever, because like I consider myself a person where my diet is somewhat, you know what I'm saying, I keep myself at a good health, because if I didn't, when this happened, I'd have been way more worse.
Got you.
You know? So the way I'm healing so fast, as far as like my healing, when I go back and them still scare them like, yo, damn, they can't believe, you know? But I am also a person that, you know, I drink a lot of sea moss and stuff like that. I do a lot of natural stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't take prescriptions and these type of things. So healing with these type of injuries is different for everybody. Man, you can't have the same injury, but we can heal different because of
our bodies.
Yeah, our bodies and stuff like this. So I just asked him if I'm going to walk again. He said, yes, I am. I just have to put in a lot of work. I didn't ask him when, though, because I don't really want to know when. But that's what it to happen. So I push myself every day, you know, to work towards getting to that. You know what I'm saying?
What's the first thing you're going to do when you say, okay, I'm healed, I'm ready to go? What's the first thing that you miss that you really want to do when you're ready to go?
I just want to take a trip somewhere, take a vacation somewhere. No music involved, no playing, no working. Just want to fly somewhere, take a trip, and just enjoy like a vacation, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for like a week. You know what I'm saying? And then get back to work.
Get your meds right. You understand. Listen, Nasheen, I want to say this is our first of many conversations that we're going to be having. I call this the intro conversation. That's why we went through a bit of innocent, went through a bit of your solo stuff, talked about the accent. But you see, next time we come back, we're doing a deep dive on certain things because there's so much more to Nasheen. If you played a song for we're talking only the innocent portion here for 15 years. You know what stuff there is in there, boss?
Yeah. Because I left Innocent 15 and this is what, 23? So that's 8 years already on my own. And I did a lot of work on my own too, a lot of traveling, a lot of tours. But we got to save that for the next time. So let me give you back another interview in about 2 more months. You see me? When we get more better and I stand up more better, we can get some more updates. You feel me?
Yes. The fact that you actually sat down and spoke to me today and how you're open and honest and you're just saying what you're saying, thank you so much, Nasheen Fire. You hear me?
Yeah, man. Respect in the muscle. I just want to tell you, say, yo, big up yourself and respect. And you're one of the podcasts them who's contributing a lot to the culture, you know, and from where you bring it from to where you're at now, because we see your journey too. We're proud of you. I don't know if people tell you that. You know, we're proud of you. We're proud of your content you put out there and keep doing the work. You see me? Big up all the Canadians. Hopefully you'll see me soon too. But have it on the radar. You don't know the thing. And big up yourself, muscle. Happy New Year to everybody. See me?
Proper. Before I get you leave some contacts where they could check you out, social media. I know you're on Twitch and all. Leave some contacts where they could check you out before I get you out of here.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Nasheen Fire. That's NASHEENFIRE, and Nasheen Fire live, and NASHEENFIRE _ and updates _updates. So Nasheen Fire _ live _ updates. And then you have Twitch, Nasheen Fire, and Twitter, Nasheen Fire.
Proper.
YouTube, Nasheen Fire.
Good to go. I took in your Twitch juggling last night. What am I tell you? Say, yo, I said, that man, yeah, bad. It was just like driving a standard car. You went from gear 1, and when you ended, you even ended back on gear 1. So then that was amazing where you ended on. I think it was a Sam Cooke that you played in how you ended. I said, that man, yeah, bad. This guy knows how to play music.
I don't consider myself a DJ. I'm considering myself a selector. And yes, there is a difference. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing music, you should be like trying to tell a story. Like some me see it. I don't know if it's changed over the years, but that's some me see it. Some me know it. So some me know it. So some me I play my thing.
Yeah. Fire. maximum respect. Hold tight. Get better until we link again. This conversation, epic conversation. You understand?
Bullets for the world tight, though. You see me?
You see, hold on. You see, because I'm a host, I could get away with those things there. Today, I'm not wearing my sound man hat, so I can get away with that.
No, you know the sound man them stick. Listen to me. Before we cut, even for innocent sound, some of the older artists them like Gregory Isaacs and them man there, the intro them, yo, big up man like Dappa Lee, man like NASHEEN FIRE, hold tight. But I played a part of that song, brother. I played from the rhythm start. And that's what I played from. The can't bother with that. Yeah. Rest in peace, Gregory Isaac, legend. Bless up yourself, Buster. We soon catch up again, brother.
All right. Let me give you outro and get you out of here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Huts Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out.
Working hours. Regional NASHEEN FIRE. Mad spider upon the border. We are set the order. Criminal dreadlocks. Introducing one of the greatest in the sound class scene. Regional fire youth what them call NASHEEN. Brooklyn, New York, that's where the youth born. First son them play a Florida, Capricorn. From back in that time they only pack killing you say one. Reach a star force, now the fire get warm. Past Star Force, him career get a strength. Year 2000, him got giant innocent. Yes, so the real fire start. Especially when him and Dappa beat poison that. Him one lack of Tek-9 and New York. Beat them so bad the fucking sound nearly park. Fox, be a big achievement a jot on him file. Even the and Frost start pattern him style. 2015, him gone solo. Loud and bust the crowd pan the logo. Throw him a fit juggling like him go around them. I get more bookings than the so-called big sound them. Only thing NASHEEN the one him a go do more. Loud and bust the crowd can't stop tour. But throw him not have the innocent dub stash again. Some little pussy feel like him can't clash again. Throw them and go swallow turn in a bonafide star. Some little son boy I run them mouth bow war. Afraid fit shot when him did a play innocent. Now what him alone the fucker them go find strength. Stay the tech NASHEEN fire for a weak fence. True or no, but spending on the dollars and cents. Pan that bag of dub plate and live in a false pretense. When you no pop down, you no claim a fight against. All them a go and them can't stop the fire yet. Him no beg friend, him no join no WhatsApp group. Them grudgy bread that show him career a shoot. Them grudgy bread that show him career a shoot. NASHEEN fire well bother. Now go run fi tell you if you do with your mother. Yeah man, over and out man, I hate that.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.